Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. We now have a release date for Chapter 2 of Beyond and it's scheduled for the 28th of June. So around about 4 weeks now, and we should have a bunch of brand new content. Now it's worth keeping in mind that Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 are always intended on being the smaller of the updates of the Beyond series, far smaller in fact than Chapter 1, but Chapter 4 the largest, coming at the end of the year. So then, what does Chapter 2 contain? Well, fortunately for us, Frontier have given a breakdown for it, and as you may have seen in the teaser trailer there at the start, the highlight of this is a brand new ship. The new ship is the Alliance Challenger, which is a variant on the Chieftain. This image right here was taken from PC Gamer, and whilst that image didn't contain a caption and therefore doesn't expressly say this is the Challenger, it's widely assumed to be that because, well, that ship doesn't exist in the game at the moment. What we do know is that the Challenger is going to be a combat ship, and it's primarily designed for taking on Thargoids. What makes it different to the Chieftain is that it has superior armour, and therefore will be able to take a lot more punishment. What drawbacks this has, we don't yet know, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. I do suspect it'll be unlikely that the Challenger will be superior to the Chieftain in every single way. There's bound to be some type of trade-off. Now there are some other things coming as well. One of these is new wing missions. Now hopefully this will bring increased rewards as well, as wing missions currently have had a bit of a nerf when it comes to, or at least delivery wing missions I believe, have had a nerf in terms of payment. So yes, hopefully that's fixed, and what's coming in Chapter 2 is mining wing missions. Now I doubt these have been new types of missions, so these will be the same as existing ones I would have thought, as the full-on mining update isn't scheduled until Chapter 4 towards the end of the year, so it looks like Frontier are getting in a little bit early with this particular aspect. There's also an update to installation interactions. Now installations of course are the little military outposts you see dotted around, scientific outposts, tourist outposts and other such locations. In Chapter 1 we got the ability to interact with megaships. That meant we could scan them, hack their turrets, hack their comms arrays and even blast open their cargo bay and steal the goodies from there. So the same scenarios are now going to be extended to installations. Whether or not there'll be specific missions for these from the mission boards remains to be seen. My hope is that there will be, but don't forget that there's no such missions for the megaships, so it's still open on that. The tech brokers are also going to make a return in Chapter 2 with new weapons. Well, actually these are going to be the large variants of the Guardian weapons we already have, so basically Gauss cannons. The information released from Frontier states that these will be unlocked through delivering Guardian materials and Guardian blueprints. Now Frontier have said that they were aware players were a bit somewhat upset about the time investment and the repetitive nature of the blueprint unlocks in Chapter 1 for Guardian weapons. They've also said they are going to address that particular issue, so hopefully it's going to be somewhat improved with Chapter 2. The Thargoids are also scheduled to get an upgrade. This right here is another image from PC Gamer, this time featuring a new Thargoid Scout variant. And I must say it's pretty interesting to see it ominously flying around an Earth-like world. Now the ability of these scouts is that they can buff their allies, they're about to buff other Thargoid scouts, and this will improve their combat effectiveness, so therefore making the entire scenarios with the Thargoid scouts a little bit more difficult. There's also one other note there on the Frontier announcement, and that simply states redacted. So it seems very likely there's also something else coming out relating to the Thargoids or maybe other alien content. Then again, it could be another sneaky reveal. Right here is the announcement trailer. We saw this at the beginning of the video. Just look at these engines here. They don't at all look familiar. They don't look anything like Chieftain engines. So by extension, it seems they're not going to be Challenger engines either. But what could they perhaps be? Well, here is a side-by-side comparison to an image that was released at the Frontier Expo in 2017. And the ship on the bottom is the Crate. Now, I'm not going to by any means say that the Crate is coming in Chapter 2. After all, that would be a pure speculation, so do take it with a pinch of salt. But the comparison is very, very close. There are some differences there, but I'd say close enough. So that is everything we know so far about Chapter 2 of Beyond. Like I say, it is a smaller patch, that was to be expected. Chapter 3 will also be a smaller update. But all in all, there really does seem to be quite a few nice things in there. Now, from what we can tell, there's not going to be a beta test for Chapter 2. Community manager Ed Lewis mentioned that in one of his recent live streams, and the reason being that they feel that the content being released doesn't require a public test. I suspect many people will probably have a bit of a different opinion on that, but I guess we're just going to have to sit back and see how it goes. Now I'm going to be talking about Chapter 2 with Yamix, Down to Earth Astronomy, Exigeous as well as Paroxym in a live stream on Friday. That is scheduled for 6 PM BST, that's British time, which I believe works out to 10 AM Pacific time. So if you're able to join me there, I'd love to see you. It should be pretty interesting. Meanwhile, do let me know your thoughts and feelings on the reveal of Chapter 2 as well as the details contained within it, and you can do that in the comments section below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.